Ayanokoji is a very unique and interesting person. Although he's the main character, he has very good understanding of philosophy and human nature, and body anatomy and science. He also mastered mixed martial arts. He's good in every way, which makes him a success machine. However, he lacks emotions and empathy towards others, which resulted in him being an extremely manipulative character. Today we'll be looking at the 48 laws of power and see what Ayanokoji does that aligns with these laws. Please subscribe and activate the notification bell.
Law number 1. Never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel comfortable superior. Hide the extent of your own talents. As your masters might otherwise feel insecure, the better you make your masters appear, the greater the level of power you will attain. Those above you want to feel secure and superior in their positions. This may involve making a few harmless mistakes so that you can ask your master for help. If, however, you are more naturally charming than your master, it would be best to avoid working for them entirely. Most people feel the urge to prove themselves to others, especially those above them. They want to show how good they are and how they can compete. But that can be very damaging, because those above you want to keep their positions. They don't want someone below them to compete with them. It makes them feel extremely insecure. Ayanokoji doesn't prove himself. In fact, he doesn't take the credit when he achieves something. He makes sure to appear as a normal person who is not smart enough to surpass the majority of people. For instance, Ayanokoji always gets 50 in every subject on purpose. Another scenario is when Horikita accused Ayanokoji of using her as a cover. He replied saying that she needed allies.
堀北、あの時言ったことを覚えてるか？仲間が必要だって。
She noticed that he doesn't take credit for his achievements. Instead, he makes her take all the credit. He does it in order to appear as an average person. Law number 3. Conceal your intentions. Always keep your intentions absurd. This way your opponents cannot defend themselves. Lead them astray, and by the time they realize your plans, it will be too late. Use humankind's tendency to trust appearances to your advantage. By dangling a decoy set of intentions in front of your opponents, they will fail to see what you're really plotting. By cloaking your intentions, people will believe you to be friendly and honest. This will lead them further down the wrong path. Additionally, by being bland and inconspicuous, people are even less likely to doubt your intentions, as they trust the familiar. When you conceal your intentions, you avoid making your enemies prepare for a counterattack, because they don't know anything about your goals and desires. When you know someone's intentions, it can be very easy to plan for his downfall. That's why it's critical to hide it. Ayanokoji is a person who's hard to read. Even his facial expressions are cold. He is very unreactive despite the situation he's in. No one can know what makes him excited, afraid, or nervous. It's a way to hide his intentions that makes him hard to read. Law number 4. Always say less than necessary. Powerful people know how to impress others by saying less. The more you say, the more likely it is that you will end up saying something foolish. As people are constantly trying to work out what others appear to be thinking, silence makes them feel uncomfortable. By controlling what you reveal, you can wield great power. After all, they are likely to fill in the silences you leave, revealing more information about their own intentions and weaknesses.
The problem with talking is that the more a person talks, the less his words have an impact. When a person doesn't talk much, everything he does has an impact. Even a stare becomes very influential and meaningful. The more a person talks, the more likely it is that he's gonna reveal informations that he's not supposed to reveal. Ayanokoji always answers questions limited to what he's questioned, which results in not giving others any cues for his personal information. Saying less than necessary makes a person more attractive and desirable, because mysteriousness makes people curious about you, and when you are attractive, people are more influenced by what you say.
Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. To maintain independence, you must make others need and want you. The more people rely on you, the more freedom you have. Yet, be wary to never teach those surrounding you with enough information that they can start doing things for themselves. This method is the best to get people to do what you want without forcing them or inflicting pain on them. Once you have dependents, they are reliant on you, and you can subtly do with them as you wish. When people keep being dependent on you, they don't feel the urge to improve themselves because humans only improve when they need to. The great thing about this method is that it puts them in a vulnerable state, because when humans are in need of you, they are willing to sacrifice certain things for you. They are willing to serve you with the goal in mind of keeping you. Ayanokoji used this rule a lot. He gave Kei's enemies an opportunity to bully her, for him to save her from them and look like a hero in her eyes, which will hopefully result in her being dependent on him, with the goal of using her in the future when he needs to. This explains why he tested how further she can go to not get bullied, and explains as well why he promised her that he will be her protector.
体が目当てなわけ。
それも悪くないかもな。股を開け。
私は認めない。ただ弱みを握られて無茶苦茶されてるだけ。
異常な怯え方。体さえ明け渡すほどの。これか。お前の闇は。心に闇を持つ者は惹かれ合う。
何なのよ、あんた。
軽井沢、お前をこれから先守ってやることだ。俺に必要な手助けをしてほしい。だが女子をコントロールできるお前がいれば足りない団結力を補える。手始めにこの試験に勝ちに行く。
Another scenario where he used this rule is when he came very late to save her from ruin after she was cruelly beaten and tortured.
KIYOTAKA。
今は何も考えなくていい。これでいい。
He came very late so she can seek his help and become much more dependent on him. Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. If you decide to isolate yourself from your enemies and the world at large, you cut yourself off from valuable information. This makes you vulnerable to attack. It's always better to mingle amongst people, as you are better protected in a crowd. Because humans are social creatures, power comes with social interaction. Therefore, to become powerful, you must place yourself at the center of things. Activity should revolve around you. Resist the urge to retreat when things feel uncertain. Instead of turning inward, focus on seeking out old allies and forcing yourself into new social circles. Isolation can cause an individual to miss informations about others that he can use against them, or informations that can help him improve in some way. In some cases, social relationships can help you to get certain positions or acquire something or get rid of someone. Social interactions are the source of a human's power. Ayanokoji himself told Horikita that she has mistaken loneliness with independence. Although he might seem like a person who does things alone, but in actuality, he obtains power by manipulating others to serve him as he wishes.